Hi. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you and thank you so much for always coming back. Welcome to another video. It is a new week. Oh, we are on a second day. Yeah. Okay, today we're going to start on dinner. I just did dishes there. And on the menu is chicken breast. I had them defrosted earlier, and I'm simply just going to pat dry them. It makes it easier when you fry them. It eliminates the water, like, how do I put it? If you pat dry them, when you fry them, there isn't any water that is going to develop, but then you end up overcooking them and dry, and they become dry and. So I added yellow salt, I added onion powder, and I added paprika onto there, and I also added tandoori masala. That's one of the spices that I am really loving lately. And I think you guys know that I'm so skeptical about spices, but I do have those few ones that I love. uh, I added olive oil as well. So right now, my absolute favorite, besides the ones that I use, is tandoori masala and Moroccan spice. I think they are so delicious. I haven't had Moroccan spice in a while because I haven't been to the store, that store, the Akalawa and Sun store, that they mix their spices. I haven't been there in a while, but I'm planning to go soon and maybe refill. But this time around, I think I'll get a little bit more because I'm not always able to go there. And this is me then pan frying my chicken breast. I do this on low heat because I don't want them to burn, and I also don't want them to overcook. Our side dish for the day is mashed potato. I cook my mashed potato easy. It's either with skin on or without skin. It is, or I don't sieve it. Well, if I want to be fancy, I will sieve it and I will add cream and milk and. But most of the time, I prefer it the old-fashioned way, which is butter, seasoning of your choice, and everything else. So once I was done with that, I proceeded into adding rama into my pan, or any fat that is 70% of fat, and then I added mushroom and onion onto the pan as well at the same time. This was laziness working against me, because we all know that mushroom fries better when it's on its own, and then the onion you can add once the mushroom is fried. The flavor is quite different when you do that, but I was lazy, and I added a tablespoon of flour onto the pan. Stir that in, making sure that it doesn't burn. I do have a tendency of multitasking and ending up burning the flour or my roux, or so again, this is laziness. I'm just doing everything into the pan. I didn't remove the mushroom, and so I am adding heavy cream or cream into the pan. You don't have to use cream because you have added what we call flour. If you want to, you can just add milk and it will still be creamy the way you want it to be creamy. Now this was too thick, but because I didn't want it to be too rich, I did not add milk. Instead, I added a little bit of water onto the pan just to loosen it up a little bit, and for my white sauce to be the right consistency that I want. And I loved how it looks, and I continued stirring it in and seasoning it. You guys know my seasoning. it's always the same. It's onion powder, and I added yellow salt. I didn't want to add a lot of things. You can add black pepper if you want. I don't like it, but I do sometimes. And I added a little bit more of the cream onto the pan, and I was happy with the consistency finally, and then proceeded into adding my broccoli, which I blanched because I didn't want it to lose color. I wanted it to have the bright green color, and this is how it turned out. So we are done with dinner. It was quick, it's easy, and I'm going to dish up. First, it's mashed potato. We see what you guys saw what I cooked, so I don't have to tell you what it is, but that is how our dinner went for that night. Addition to our dinner was peas, frozen peas. I just cooked them into a microwave. If there's one thing that I can vouch for in terms of frozen vegetables, it's frozen peas and corn. They never disappoint, and the color as well is always beautiful. But I've never used any other brand except McCain, so I cannot vouch for any other brand, but the McCain one, it's always the best. They always come out perfect whenever you cooking them, including the corn. You don't actually need to put them on a stove. You can just cook them in a microwave with a little bit of butter, salt if you want to, salt and pepper, and it will be great. So if you see whatever it is that you're seeing, yes, it is. Please don't say anything. It's the following day. It's the following day, and I was actually trying. We bought a new washing machine, and I was trying the dryer. It's the combo wash and dry, so I wanted to see if it works. Like, I'm always skeptical na guys. Ke Tomase, mokgwaka. So but it worked, so I loved that I can, when it's raining or when it's cold, I can actually just put my laundry in there, and then straight from there I can hang the ones that needs to be hanged, and I can iron immediately the ones that needs to be ironed. I think I'm going to love it. I'm actually going to enjoy it when I cannot hang my clothes outside. So since this is the second day, yes, that's why I said if you see what you see, whatever it is that you see, yes, it's a second day. So I'm starting on dinner as well. I feel like lately I've been cooking a lot more than anything else, or that's the only thing that I've been able to take a video of, cooking dishes, laundry, but we will get back there. So I just peeled two, is it medium sized butternut that I'm going to grill in an oven, which is going to be part of my salad. I don't do anything much to it. I just cut it in pieces that I feel that they are biteable sizes, and then I drizzle with olive oil, and then I add a little bit of Himalayan salt. It brings out the sweetness from the butternut or any squash, any type of squash. I think salt does an amazing job when it comes to that. And we will start on our dinner. While the butternut was going on to the oven, I proceeded into pan frying my meat. Actually, I was chasing after time because load shedding was about to happen, and while that it was still cooking, then I started frying up my mushrooms. I just add butter onto the pan or pot, and then I will sprinkle salt and I will cover it up so that it can steam a little bit while it is frying. That's how I cook my mushrooms, but not all of them. The bigger sizes one, the ones that are huge, that's how I fry them. I fry them, but at the same time close them in with a lid so that they can also cook both sides. I find it very easy, or it cooks better and quicker when I cook it in that way. I was actually racing against time here. I left things way too late. I think I gave myself an hour and 20 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, to cook everything. And by the time electricity went off, I was exhausted. I was exhausted, but I managed. So this is how I cook it. This is how I cook my mushroom, with facing down first, then I flip it, and I will still cover it with the lid as well. So this is a mixed leaf salad that I got from Woolworths, and then I've had a pineapple on my counter for a couple of days now. I bought it from Macro. It was actually very sweet, which was surprising. Macro fruits can be very disappointing sometimes. So this was later on. Electricity was supposed to come back, but it did not come back. So we had to improvise. So my pumpkin is ready, and I'm adding that onto my salad. Together, I added the pineapple first, and then I added butternut. It's not pumpkin, it's butternut. And I added tomatoes. I added a little bit of onion there, and I added walnuts. I love something crunchy on my salad. And then I added a little bit of pumpkin seed and feta cheese. I don't know, I just love crunchiness. If it's not nuts or seeds, it has to be croutons. It has to be croutons. And once that was done, then I proceeded into adding sesame oil onto a bowl to make my dressing, balsamic vinegar, and I added white wine vinegar as well, and yellow salt and chili flakes, and I added green mustard. Stir that in. That was our dressing for our salad. I always prefer to make my own dressing. I don't know, I feel like it's easier when I know what I put into my salad. I enjoy it more when I know what is in my dressing. So if in terms of sugar, I would put honey. So for me, it's always better if I make it myself. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. This was our meal for the night. It is one of those quick, simple, easy. It's a no-brainer. Anyone can make it. You can always freestyle with your salad as long as it is packed. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you on my next video.